Hello, welcome to South Vantage News Tonight. I am Troy Finch, and here are your top stories. Recently, state champion winning football coach Jim Blazes has been convicted of supplying his players with over 100,000 grams of anabolic steroids and heavy doses of a low-grade beaver tranquilizer. With more on this pressing story is our reporter in the field, John Schmoof Schlachter. John?
Thanks, Troy. I'm here in the top-secret South Vantage weightlifting facility, where South Vantage football's own senior captain, Seymour Butts, is currently training. Now, speaking with this player and other team members, they are not shocked that such allegations have been brought against the prestigious Coach Blazes. Each player admitted to having access to at least 1,000 grams of these anabolic steroid pills you see right here. Yet, the team has given a statement saying that these pills were never touched. They were stored in the South Vantage football locker room under lock and key. Reports have surfaced, though, that just before the season began, the locker was smashed and ripped open. Players described it as though a large animal was loose in the locker room and just tore the locker apart. Here to elaborate on this situation is senior captain Seymour Butts. Seymour, what did you see?
You know, I was just working out and ran out into the locker room to grab some coach's athletic tape. And the locker was torn off the wall and smashed on the ground.
Were the bottles still inside of the locker when you entered the locker room?
No, all the bottles were gone. I had no idea what happened to them.
Thank you, Seymour Butts. Well, one thing is for sure. This scandal will certainly affect the renowned Coach Blazes' career at South Vantage, and it calls into question the future of South Vantage football. Was the construction of Wasbaum Stadium a waste? Is Coach Blazes innocent? We'll have to have more to report coming up this week. From the South Vantage Weight Training Facility, I'm John Schlachter.
Thank you, John. Now moving into South Vantage's world of politics, senior Venezuelan exchange student Octavio Vasquez Adera has begun his campaign for senior class president. As a 3-year incumbent as class president, I must say Octavio's chances of winning the popular vote heavily outweigh the chances of any competitor. Octavio has also been reported as South Vantage's favorite person of 2014. Here to report on his fantastic track record is two-time Emmy-winning reporter Spencer Perry. Spencer?
Thanks, Troy. I'm here with South Vantage's Venezuelan wonder, Octavio Vasquez Adera. Now, Octavio, how do you feel about this upcoming election?
Well, you must know, Spencer, that this election is mine for the taking. The people know what they want in a leader for senior year. Bachelor review, prom, after prom. These will be the 3 main events this year.
Ah, fantastic. Octavio, you've been known for your immense amount of volunteer work you do around South Vantage. Can you explain what you've done?
See, well, you must know, I am very active in the South Vantage horticulture work. I work in improving South Vantage's grounds, and I use a lot of rakes, and yeah, I do a lot of groundwork.
I had to say, the introduction of daisies to the front of our school has drawn more attention than the giant smile of yours. Well, we thank you for your time and wish you the best of luck this upcoming election.
See, thank you.
Reporting for South Vantage News Tonight, I'm Spencer Perry. Troy?
Thank you, Spencer. Now, we will be back after this quick commercial break. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm presidential candidate John Schlachter, here to talk to you about my campaign. Before we talk about the campaign, there's something else a little bit more important I'd like to talk to you about. Dr. Pepper. You see, since 1885, Dr. Pepper's been bringing us the 23 flavors we've all come to know and love. See, Dr. Pepper has been there all throughout history with us. Let's take a look.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday.
So as you can see, Dr. Pepper has been there all throughout American history. So get out there, grab a pepper, and go vote. And remember, folks, a vote for John Schlachter is a vote for Dr. Pepper.
Welcome back to South Vantage News Tonight. We now bring you an update from our beloved school. Recent investigations have shown that South Vantage's own cafeteria has been using various meats in their tacos. These meats included untreated horse meat as well as skinned cow meat. But I know our viewers wish to hear the real stories, so tonight we bring you an entirely new breaking news story out of South Vantage to move our cafeteria from the headlines. This week, reports of deadly algal blooms have entered into South Vantage's water supply, thus rendering all drinking water completely poisonous. Principal David McFlurry has not yet released a statement addressing the current water crisis, but we do expect him to do absolutely nothing about it. South Vantage's own Interact team is working to treat the water system and hopefully end this crisis as soon as possible, but the team has had a lack of volunteers because no pizza was served at the meeting. Although South Vantage will hopefully see an end to this crisis, but as for right now, it's tonight's breaking news. Next up, we have another reporter in the field, Brian Kessler, exposing the recent scandal within South Vantage's own mock trial team. Brian?
Thanks, Troy. Earlier this week, we did some investigating into our World Championship mock trial team. We have recently come to find out that their veteran coach has been giving an unidentified illegal substance that is currently in the lab as we speak. Reportedly, they have been handing the substance out to the top performers in the mock trial team for placing 10th place and above. This just in, we've discovered the substance has been identified as... No, not that. Kinder Chocolates. Yes, I said it. Kinder Chocolates. This Italian chocolate has been illegal in the United States since its creation in the 1970s. This chocolate includes a special type of toy within the chocolate, causing children to choke. There you have it, folks. The evidence and the aftermath. I cannot believe that our own South Vantage Point teachers would allow this to happen between the teachers and the students. Who knows what type of toy those members could have been receiving. And one thing for sure, the mock trial team will be under heavy scrutiny after this chocolate scandal. Yours truly, Brian Kessler.
Thank you, Brian. Now we move to tonight's feature story with Colton Crawford reporting on South Vantage's first ever boys dance team group, as well as their performance. Colton?
Thanks, Troy. I'm here with two of the members from the guys' dance team from South Vantage Point. Now, Brian, how did you guys prepare for these events?
Well, we had about 2 weeks before our events to practice for this. So we spaced our time out pretty wisely and practiced about an hour every couple of days until we got it down.
And Spencer, which one was your first event?
I actually only had one event.
And which one was that?
The assembly.
Okay, and would you mind telling me why you weren't at the game?
I had priorities.
Okay, now
Priorities.
Brian, do you feel like you made large advancements throughout each practice?
Yeah, I felt like we really did a lot of work, especially at the last two practices, seeing that we were missing some key people. But it's whatever. We came out on top, so that's what's up.
And there you have it, the guys' dance team from South Vantage. Back to you, Troy.
Thank you, Colton. Now we move into tonight's insider story. Recent allegations of teacher gambling have been going around South Vantage as a fantasy football league ensues between the math department and the social sciences department. Again, here to report on this pressing topic is our reporter in the field, John Schlachter. John?
We're here with an anonymous source to talk about the gambling scandal. Now, sir or ma'am, could you tell me a little bit about your fantasy football league at South Vantage?
Yeah, we have two quarterbacks in each week, and it's me, Terrence, Jerry, the other guys like Foytek, and we may have placed a little bit of money on that.
Money, you say. Now, according to federal law, that's called gambling, which is against the rules in any school facilities.
I may or may not know something about the Constitution and the law. It's totally fine.
Sir, you're supposed to remain anonymous. You might want to keep that down.
Make sure your current events are done for Friday.
Well, that's all from our anonymous source here. Back to you, Troy.
Thank you, John. That's all for us here at South Vantage News Tonight. Good night.